Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Classified Archive. We left Aldrich Ames last time, and as the investigation concluded and Ames faced trial, the narrative of betrayal became a cautionary tale within the intelligence community. Today we pick up where we left off. At the heart of this espionage drama was Aldrich Ames, a man marked by contradictions. Born in River Falls, Wisconsin, in 1941, he grew up in the world of intelligence. His father was a CIA officer, instilling a sense of duty in him. By the time he joined the CIA in 1962, he had already been shaped by a legacy of service.
Aurelius, while his background is fascinating, it's crucial to remember that privilege doesn't guarantee integrity. Ames's early career was marked by success, yes, but it was also built on a foundation of personal struggles. His rise in the CIA was overshadowed by the complexities of his marriages and financial pressures. Those factors played a critical role in his eventual betrayal.
His professional life appeared polished, almost too smooth. He served as a field agent across Europe, a role that demanded both cunning and charisma. Rising quickly to chief of operations in the Soviet division, he earned respect and trust. By the late 1980s, he was a highly regarded officer with access to sensitive intelligence. Yet those very skills that propelled him forward would also lead to catastrophic decisions, illustrating how ambition can blind us to the consequences of our choices.
But it wasn't just his skills that led to his downfall. It was a toxic mix of desperation and disillusionment. Ames' financial troubles pushed him to make choices that contradicted everything he had been taught about loyalty. The decision to approach the KGB was not just a betrayal. It was a failure to reconcile his personal and professional identities.
And let's not forget Rosario Ames, his second wife. She was unwittingly caught up in his web of deceit. Their romance blossomed during a time when espionage was rampant, but the reality of her husband's actions completely blindsided her. Her perspective, as she later shared, was crucial for understanding the real human cost of Ames's choices. It's a stark reminder that even in the shadows of power, personal lives can be shattered, leaving scars that history often overlooks.
Her discovery wasn't just shocking, it was devastating. When she said, "I thought I knew him, but I had no idea what he was doing," it highlights the human dimension of betrayal. This wasn't merely a case of espionage. It was a personal tragedy. It shows how deeply personal and professional lives can intersect and explode.
The investigation into Ames' actions faced significant hurdles. The shadow of James Angleton hung heavy over the CIA. His obsessive focus on rooting out moles had created a culture of suspicion that permeated the agency. This climate of paranoia not only complicated internal investigations, but also made it nearly impossible to recognize external threats, including the very agent who was betraying them. It's a classic case of an organization so consumed by fear that it failed to see the real danger right in front of them.
That's the crux of the issue, Aurelius. Angleton's legacy didn't just complicate things. It created a culture of mistrust that ran deep. The CIA was so fixated on hunting down internal threats that they completely overlooked the obvious dangers. This isn't merely a bureaucratic failure. It's a real human cost, affecting lives and relationships. Fear can distort reality in ways that blind us to what truly matters. We can't let that happen again.
When R. James Woolsey took over as CIA director in 1993, he faced a daunting task. With the agency's credibility on the line, he needed to restore confidence while addressing ongoing threats. His leadership was crucial, but it was also a tightrope walk between internal and external pressures. The stakes could not have been higher.
Woolsey's challenge was monumental, but it wasn't just about restoring faith in the agency. He had to face the very real fallout from Ames's betrayal. The investigation didn't just uncover a disgraced agent. It revealed a whole system that had let its people down. It was a crisis of confidence that struck at the heart of the organization, shaking the trust between agents and their leadership. People were hurt, and that pain ran deeper than anyone wanted to admit.
As the investigation unfolded in 1994, we began to grasp the full weight of Ames's actions. Analysts unearthed a troubling pattern of compromised assets within the Soviet Union. The loss of American informants wasn't just a statistic. It had real-life consequences, impacting families and missions. Each betrayal echoed through intelligence circles, with lives hanging in the balance. This stark reality served as a chilling reminder of the high stakes involved in espionage and the far-reaching consequences of treachery.
And let's not forget the emotional toll on everyone within the agency. Each informant lost wasn't just a number. They were real people who had put their trust in U.S. intelligence. This betrayal hit hard and struck at the very heart of the agency's values. It brought to light just how personal choices can have devastating impacts on the safety of so many. Every decision made in the field carries weight, affecting lives we may never know.
By December 1994, the CIA had finally amassed enough evidence to arrest Ames. His betrayal had jeopardized the identities of at least 25 agents, with consequences that were both tragic and far-reaching. The agency could no longer turn a blind eye to the internal threat he represented. As we reflect on this, it's clear that the story of his duplicity serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within our own ranks. History has a way of repeating itself, doesn't it?
That's where we leave it this time. Aldrich Ames continuous. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Classified Archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.